Breaking news coming out of the Southern Caribbean. The United States of America is ready to attack Venezuela, and the Caribbean nations are in panic. My friends, this is serious. There's imminent information. There's information that there is an imminent attack that will take place with the US either invading Venezuela or launching attacks via their submarines, planes that is in the area into Venezuela. And Donald Trump has given Venezuela a time to respond. They're trying to send the president of Venezuela into exile. This is no joke, my friends. I want you to have a listen of this audio clip, and then we will come back with some analysis, my friends. Have a listen.
Breaking update, Venezuela's final hours. Former White House Security Advisor Luis Quinones just made a stunning statement, and it sounds like a direct countdown to action. He revealed that Washington's last negotiation with Maduro's team happened Friday night, and since then, the U.S. has kept the line open 24/7, waiting for Maduro's final answer. Here's what's really alarming. According to Quinones, U.S. intelligence has already mapped out key targets, military airports, communications hubs, even Maduro's personal bunker. He warned that when cell networks and television signals suddenly go dark, it will mean the green light has been given. American stealth aircraft are reportedly already in position over the Caribbean, and special forces have been quietly moved to bases in Colombia and Curacao, ready to strike if Maduro refuses to step down. Quinones says there is still a chance to avoid bloodshed, but that window is rapidly closing. If this happens, Venezuela could wake up in a matter of hours under a completely new reality. This is no longer speculation. Insiders confirm alarms are going off in embassies and military commands worldwide. So the question is, are we witnessing a bluff to push Maduro into exile, or the final countdown to a US-backed operation that could end Chavismo overnight?
There you had it. That was a news article released about 2 days ago, that there's an imminent attack on Venezuela. The US has already mapped out the targets in Venezuela that they will attack. The media, the electricity, the power, water, government buildings. They have already mapped out all their targets in Venezuela. So it's just a matter of time now. This could be either two things. The US is trying to want to scare Venezuela, the president, into fleeing the country, or they will invade Venezuela. My friends, the Caribbean is panicking right now. Just the other day, CARICOM released a statement to say that they are calling on the US to refrain from its continued attacks in the Caribbean. So far, the United States of America has destroyed 7 boats, killing 32 persons. Only 2 out of those 7 attacks miraculously survived. The US is currently pressuring Grenada to use their airport on the island of Grenada to place some special radars on their airport and possible military personnel in Grenada in preparation for the war against Venezuela. Now, Grenada is taking some time to decide. Just today, I saw a news article with some protesters in Grenada protesting the U.S. request to use Venezuela as a base to place radars and possible U.S. troops on the island in their war against Venezuela. Trinidad and Tobago would have agreed to help the United States of America in their fight against what the U.S. is calling this is a war on narco-terrorists. The United States of America said this is a war on drugs in the Caribbean. They will eradicate all drugs in the Caribbean. They don't care where the drugs are. They would blow up boats, buildings, whatever it takes to destroy all drugs in the Caribbean. That is what Donald Trump would have said, and that is the basis for their war against Venezuela. But my friends, let's look at this closer. Venezuela is the largest Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the whole world, more than Saudi Arabia, more than Qatar, more than Iraq, more than Iran. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world, and the United States of America wants to get its hands on that precious oil so that it can feed its economy. The United States relies on cheap oil to fuel its oil guzzling economy. With over 300 million people, the most wealthy nation in the world, the most millionaires and billionaires in the world, the most advanced cities in the world, they want to fuel all of that. They need oil. Oil is expensive, and Venezuela is sitting on the largest oil reserves in the world. So how does the United States get that oil? They can either negotiate with Maduro and become friendly with him and get that oil at market price, or they can invade Venezuela or overthrow Maduro, destabilize the government and country, and get that oil very cheap, if not free. Because if the US gets its military inside of Venezuela, they can surround the oil reserves and capture them and stay in Venezuela for many years, getting free oil. Remember what happened in Iraq? Remember that war in Iraq, that weapons of mass destruction. Oh, they're going into Iraq to fight against Iraq because Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. The United States of America knew there was no weapons of mass destruction, but they wanted the oil. So they went in, they attacked Iraq, overthrew Saddam Hussein, executed him, and stayed in Iraq for about 20 years. During that 20 years, they got 20 years worth of free oil. And all the gold and everything, they went into Iraq, into Saddam's palace and so on. They stole all the gold and diamonds and everything and had them shipped back to the USA. So that is part of the reason why America is so rich. Whenever they have wars, with wealthy countries. They go into the country and they steal everything they could find, gold, diamond, oil, and they get all of that for free and make a huge profit in America off of it. That is an old colonial trick. The British did that. France did that to Africa. Many European countries did that. They built their economy off of slavery and colonialism. But the US is building its economy off of war, it seems like. War is a lot of money in war, you know. When you have war, the military companies, the companies that makes weapons, many of them are owned by politicians and other private people who sponsors political campaigns and give politicians lots of money. So when you have a war, those weapons companies that make weapons make billions of dollars. So war is good for America because war is money. They make money on war. That is what this is about. Money. Money, money, money. When it comes to money, America will do anything for cash. The greed of the United States of America will cause them to do anything to make money. That is how it works in the US, my friends. And we in the Caribbean and Africa, we need to understand our friends are us, Africa and the Caribbean. Why? Because we are one people, separated by a brutal slave trade and colonialism. That is the mission of my channel. This is why I come here almost every day, releasing videos. The mission of my channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the Caribbean nation islands, which is the largest African diaspora. Bridge the gap. Let us become one nation together. Let us trade together, direct flights, travel, visit each other. Let us become like one nation. That is the only way that we will survive in such a hostile world. On this channel, my friends, I react to breaking news that affect the Caribbean nation islands and Africa. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. The mission of this channel is to bring our people of African descent together. You can support this mission by joining the channel and becoming a member of my channel. How do you become a member? You click the link in the description box under this video and you join the channel. You click the membership link and you sign up to become a member of this channel. And you make a small contribution, and this will go a long way in keeping the channel up and running so that we can become stronger together. When we share ideas, when we share news, you comment your thoughts and opinion, we have a wonderful interactive conversation. What this is doing is to build our community, bring our people together. Lots of our people meet on YouTube. We have conversations together, we get to know each other better. This is what it's about, bridging the gap between the African continent and its diaspora, which the Caribbean nation islands make up the largest block. I also have a travel channel. The link is in this description box as well. Click the link and go on over and subscribe to my travel channel. Beyond Travel. Subscribe to it. and let's continue to work together, my friends. The weather is getting nice and cool now in the Caribbean. I'm loving it. This is my time of year, from October all the way to maybe April, May. Beautiful weather, nice and cool, not too hot, not too cold, perfect. It's been a hot summer, but that heat is over now and the weather is cooling down, but the sun is up during the day. Make sure to visit. You can visit the Caribbean anytime. If you're in the Caribbean living and working, you're in paradise. You just need to look around, see what's around you. Walk on the road. Look around at the beauty. Don't just be busy driving and going back and forth, work to home. No. Enjoy the Caribbean. Your home, my friends. My name is Beyond. Thank you for watching today's video. Comment your thoughts and opinion, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with all your friends and family, and much love. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Much love and bye bye.